My name's Robertson. I have been at the print studio for a long time now, 36 years by my last calculation. I've chosen Alasdair Gray as the artist to work with. We originally did a suite of lithographs with him back in the early 80s, which went alongside his milestone publication, Lanark, A Life in 4 Books. Alasdair had an exhibition coming up here and decided that he would like to refresh the whole suite of prints. What we're looking at here is the master file, the master digital file for a 13 colour screen print. Worked with Alasdair on every layer that's here, and I can just show that this is software called Adobe Photoshop. Each colour is on a separate layer, so I can click off each layer and reveal each colour individually. With a screen print, every colour needs to be printed separately, so I'm going to create a separation for each colour. The final colour that I'm going to print is that colour there. It actually is going to be printed as an opaque separation. This is now reduced to black and white, and I'm going to send this off to the printer and print it. I'm just going to guillotine this off now. It's a very fast guillotine. That's that. Right. What I've got here is the actual master file with all the colours, which we print a copy out as a reference for the screen printer to match the colours to, and also match the registration to. So I'm just going to print a copy off that, and we'll match the light blue that I've just printed to the rest of the image. Takes a couple of seconds for about a minute for the job to spool, and then it'll start printing. This is our newest printer. It has a printing width of over 60 inches, so we can do some really large scale prints. The general size of the paper we use is just over 1 metre, but we can actually fit paper into it that's 1.5 metres wide as the paper comes on rolls, by pretty much any length. Everyone thinks that digital prints are perfect every time, but they're not, because quite often you can get an ink splatter, or there can be a mark on the paper. There can be numerous things that go wrong. It pays to just inspect the print when it's actually printing. What I'm going to do now is we'll take this and we'll just get the blue separation which I printed earlier and just show you how they matched up. Each of these will be a separate screen, which we are printing a separate colour. So as I say, there's 12 colours in this print and a black, which we call the key. So this is the light blue, so it should match up. I've got registration crosses on it, so it should match up pretty much with the light blue areas on that. What we tend to do is allow a little bit of overlap rather than the two colours button edge to edge, because that way there's a chance you could get a little bit of white, because there is amount of this paper stretch, the stretch on the screens, the stretch on the film, so you're trying to compensate for all these things when you're creating it, you know. The artist and myself are trying to make as little work as possible at the end of the day, so you don't want to be printing 25 or 30 colours if you can possibly avoid it. You're trying to keep the number of colours down to about a dozen, so it's realistic what you're actually printing. But that's basically it.